Hare Krishna. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to sing Rādhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite correctly from the perspective of Sanskrit. So, in the first verse, which is often used as a refrain, there is not much to say, as mostly it is sung correctly, like this. So we have the usual 1, 2, 3 Karatala beat. Rādhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. As the line goes, tang tang ta 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 tang ta 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 tang. This is exact same way it is arranged from the point of view of Sanskrit syllables. So it's very easy transposed onto the Karatala beat. So then second line, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. So this is the way to sing it, and I'm sure you are very familiar with it. Gokula Taruni. So tang ta 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 tang. Mandala Mahite. Same kind of a symmetrical arrangement in the remaining two words. So now let's discuss the Damodararati verse. I sang it in the demo, and I'm sure you noticed it. I sang it as follows. Damodararati Vardhana Veshe. Damodararati Vardhana Veshe. Very common, it's very common to hear it sung as Damodararati Vardhana Veshe, but that conflicts totally with Sanskrit. Vowels that are supposed to be short are made long, and it's all jumbled up. So now, as I mentioned, there is always a way to stay faithful to Sanskrit while satisfy things on the melodical side. So therefore, the structure of the line is as follows. So let's look at it from the point of view of heavy and light syllables. So it goes like this. Tan. So from Damodararati, Damodararati Vardhana Veshe. Tang tan ta 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 tan ta ta tan tan. So that would be the rhythmical structure of this line. Tan tan ta 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 tan ta ta tan tan. If you sing it the common way, Damodararati, it comes totally differently. Ta 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 tan 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 ta ta tan tan. So second part is still okay, but the first part goes totally wrong. So therefore, Damodararati Vardhana Veshe, and you enter on the third beat of Karatals. Yeah, so 1, 2. Damodararati Vardhana Veshe. And again, Damodara. Remember about that mo. It is also a heavy and a long syllable, so stretch it. Damodararati Vardhana Veshe. So that would be the correct way. And again, on the third beat, you start the second line. Harinishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Harinishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe. Like that. So it's important. When do you enter? Second verse. Again, commonly you hear it. Vrishabhanu Dadhi Navashashilekhe. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Just as with the first verse. So, Vrishabhanu Dadhi Navashashilekhe. You see the difference? Instead of Vrishabhanu Dadhi Navashashilekhe, I sing Vrishabhanu Dadhi Navashashilekhe. I give emphasis to totally other syllables. The right syllables, the ones that have to be emphasized and stretched, and not to those that have to be light and fast. So, Vrishabhanu Dadhi. First of all, we enter on 1, 2, 3 on 3. So 1, 2, Vrishabhanu and Bhanu. Both are heavy, stressed. So Vrishabhanu dadhi navashashilekhe, and dadhi are very light. Dadhi, it's not dadhi, it's not the yogurt, but udadhi, it's the ocean. The word is Vrishabhanu plus udadhi, the ocean, which is Vrishabhanu. It's a comparison, poetical simile. So Vrishabhanu dadhi, ta ta tan tan ta ta. Okay. It is not symmetrical to the first verse, Damodararati. Yeah? Don't expect every stanza replicate the syllabic pattern. It's different. It's a different style of poetry. This is not exactly what we had in Gurvashtaka or other stotras. It's a different, it's a song. And the rules here are a little bit different. So therefore, each line you have to analyze, and if you don't have that knowledge, you learn it from this tutorial well. So now let's return to our line. Vrishabhanu dadhi. So dadhi is really fast. It's not dadhi, it's not Vrishabhanu dadhi, it's Vrishabhanu dadhi navashashilekhe. And then, especially in the Western world, you hear Lalita Sakhi Gunaramita Vishakhe, but you know, it's not Lalita, it's Lalita, okay? It's not Radhika, it's Radhika. Very often we have to restructure our system, you know, in order to get used to the right pronunciation of Sanskrit words, especially those that have long vowel at the end. So Lalita Sakhi, it's not Lalita Sakhi. Lalita Sakhi. Again, on the third beat of Karatals, 1, 2, Lalita Sakhi Gunaramita Vishakhe. And after that Lalita, we have a series of very light and short syllables, and they fall quite comfortably onto the 1, 2, 3 beat. So Lalita Sakhi Gunaramita Vishakhe. Okay, so let's repeat the second stanza. I'll sing it twice. You can hear it once. You can repeat with me for the second time. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Vrishabhanu dadhi navashashilekhe, Lalita Sakhi Gunaramita Vishakhe. Now you try to join me. Vrishabhanu dadhi navashashilekhe, Lalita Sakhi Gunaramita Vishakhe. And Rādhe Jaya Jaya. Okay, third stanza. Karunam kurumayi karuna bharite. So, Karunam kurumayi ta ta tan ta 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 ta. So, when we sing it, we try to stay as faithful as we can. Let's sing it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Karunam kurumayi. It's not Karunam kurumayi. I often heard that way. Karunam kurumayi. It's not kurumayi, it's kurumayi. So, Karunam kurumayi. And nam, which I pronounce as nang, because there is anusvara. Anyway, so that is a long syllable with a long vowel. So, Karunam kurumayi karuna bharite. It's not karuna bharite. It's not bharite, it's bharite. Very important. E is short, A is long. So, let's represent it in the same way. So, Karunam kurumayi karuna bharite. Instead of Karuna bharite, I sing Karuna bharite ta ta tan ta ta tan, instead of ta 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 tan tan, which is wrong. And Sanaka sanatana varnita charite. There also, it's not varnita charite, but varnita charite. Tan ta 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 tan. That's the right way. So, Sanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite. Sanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite. So you can hear it changes a bit the whole dynamics of the line when you recognize those heavy syllables and light syllables, and it sounds also to me it sounds great. So it might be a little bit unusual for you if you are used to sing it in the way everyone sings, but again, here we are teaching you how to sing it correctly from the Sanskrit perspective, and it might take you a few times of singing the same song to get used to the right way of articulating and placing your words onto the karatal beat. But once you've nailed it, it's really it will stay with you. And if somebody asks you, why do you sing it this way, you can always say, okay, I learned it in the tutorial and that's the right way. So I'm sure, I guarantee you you are safe here from that perspective. So this was the tutorial on the Rādhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dayite. I hope you learned something new here, and by all means start applying what you learn right now, right from today, line by line. Try to reform the way you sing the Sanskrit chants, because you are doing it almost daily or daily, so therefore there is no time to waste. Start from today and you'll be pakka in a month with all your morning and evening programs. Alright, Hare Krishna.